Canada is one of the top countries to go to if you're looking to study abroad. There are world-class universities here that can fulfill your academic aspirations. And not just that, after your study, you'd have a high chance of getting your permanent residence and work permanently in Canada. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it's your baby girl Zini J here again with another informative video. If you're new here and you see my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Zini. I and my husband make videos from Alberta, Canada on faith, family, and our life experiences as immigrants here in Canada. We are all about helping newcomers settle down quickly in Canada when they arrive, and we also share useful information that will make your entire Canada relocation process seamless. All right, so please consider joining our family by hitting on the subscribe button, and don't forget to tap on the bell icon so that you get notified when we upload a new video. All right, thank you. Okay, so in this video I'll be listing documents that you would need before applying for your Canada student visa. I'll be breaking down the 6 steps application process, and I'll be listing down the documents that are required. All right, so if you're ready for this video, let's hop right in. You need to get the following documents ready before applying for a student visa in Canada. I'll just be listing out the documents, and then we go further in, elaborating on it. First, the first document you would need to present is your letter of acceptance from your host school. So after you've applied to the school, they'll give you a letter of acceptance. It can either come as an original copy or an electronic copy. Another document that you would need is a valid passport or travel document. All right. You also need to have 2 passport-sized photos taken recently with your name and date of birth at the back. All right. Another vital document will be your proof of funds. For the proof of funds, you can prepare any of the following documents. So I'm going to be mentioning documents that both people that live in Canada and those that live outside of Canada can also can use, right? So you can use a Canadian bank account under your name if you live in Canada. You can also use a guaranteed investment certificate from one of the participating Canadian financial institutions. That's if you live in Canada also. You can also use your proof of your education or student loans. Okay, bank statements, it's also another document you would need as your proof you can use as your proof of funds. And this one, of course, you can use it if you live outside of Canada, right? They can also work with proof of paid tuition and housing fees. You also need to provide proof of scholarship or funding if you have any. And another vital document will be your letter of explanation. Okay, guys, I'm going to go a bit deeper on this because it's very necessary. The letter of explanation can help your visa officer understand your academic goals, right? For that, you would need to include in that letter your reasons for wanting to study in Canada, the reason you want to study in Canada, and that you also try to convince that visa person that you know and understand your student responsibilities, right? So that letter is very vital. Before we go further, let's talk about how much money you would need in average just to have prepare before applying for your student visa. Generally, a student permit costs about $150. Really, for proof of funds, you will need to prepare at least $7,900 per year for your tuition. They want to see that you have that amount ready. If you're looking to study in Quebec, you would need to have at least $8,700 per year, exclusive of your tuition. This amount is enough to cover all your living costs. I'll give you an idea of your average budget. All right, so for accommodation as a student, we're looking at $200 to $750 depending on the housing type. When we look at the basic utilities, let's say you'll be spending around $120. Internet will be about $40 to $55. Your food, which is totally personalized, will be around 240 Canadian dollars. Transportation, probably on average will be about $70. So these are just average or estimated amounts. It all differs with different individuals and how they spend, right? So we're looking at the cost of the school fees, which is about which can go from $400 to $23,000, just approximate price. So if you look at that, they want to see that amount in your account or something close to it, right, as a proof of funds. So that's what you should prepare for. Before you can apply for a student visa and permit in Canada, you would need to apply to a Canadian university first. And also, there's something to take note of is that the university must be one of the designated learning institutions, meaning that the university has to be under the DLI list, all right, in the country. Otherwise, you can't apply for a student visa. Go on and check out this DLI list to confirm if the university that you are choosing is one of them. I'll probably drop that on the description box, a link that will lead you to that designated list. One of the crucial requirements is also an acceptance letter. So ideally, when you apply to a school and they accept, they're going to give you an acceptance letter, which should be either unconditional or conditional acceptance letter, and it either can come as an original copy or an electronic copy. All right. So if you receive a conditional acceptance letter, you would need to take a prerequisite course. This might include taking English or French as a second language before you can start your main academic program. In the case of conditional acceptance, note that Canada can only give you a study permit for the duration of your prerequisite course. And an additional 1 year, you would need to apply for another student permit to extend your stay in the country. So when they give you that, after you've exhausted that, you will need to apply again to extend your stay. All right. So another vital thing to look at is to have your complete supporting document, which was what I listed above. Beside those documents listed here, make sure that to check with the Canadian mission in your country for specific requirements that you might need. Okay, if you're looking to send your Canadian student visa application online, make sure to prepare a scanner to make electronic copies of your documents. You will need to upload these on the online application platform. Okay, all right. So number 3 step would be to start your online application. The online application process depends on the country that you're coming from. For example, selected countries such as China, India, Philippines, and Vietnam can apply through the student direct stream. It offers a faster option to apply for a student permit, including a visa in Canada. But if you are from one of the countries that are not eligible for student direct stream, you must go through the regular online process. All right. You will need to register for an Ircc account through here. Once you register an account, you will start your online application and upload all the necessary documents. Okay. You will also need to pay for your application through your account. Okay, that's simply how it works. The number 4 thing to do, the number 4 thing in this process will be to check if you need to give your biometrics. Very, 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 very important. Just make sure, find out from your school if you would need to submit your biometrics. This is solely depending on which country you're applying from. If you apply for a Canadian student visa online, you will need to pay for the biometrics fee when you submit your application too. Then you would receive a letter detailing how you can submit your biometrics. Okay. If you apply for a visa through a visa application center, you also need to provide your biometrics. Okay. These are the things that you should also put in consideration. The 5th step would be to wait for your application decision. You can check the processing time. However, the processing time does not include the biometric processes and the application processes. all right? Technically, it only starts when immigration office receives your application, okay? While you await the decision, the office might contact you to request missing documents or have you attend an interview with a consul in a Canadian mission in your country. In some cases, you might need to undergo a medical exam or provide police certificates, okay? These are just things that they need to do if it's necessary, okay? So the sixth step would be to receive your letter of introduction and temporary resident visa, okay? This is always the good part. Once Canada approves your study permit, you would receive a letter of introduction stating that you can study in the country. To clarify, this letter is not your study permit. You would need to take this letter to Canada to present it to the border services, right? To the border services officer. Only then you would receive your study permit for Canada. If you're from a country that requires electronic travel authorization and temporary resident visa, you would receive these along with your letter of introduction. So this is basically the steps and the documents that you would need while applying for a student visa. I hope this video was helpful to you. If yes, please hit and smash the like button, and also ask me any questions in the comment section. I'll be here to answer all your questions. Please, let's keep the comment section active. If you have any question, even if it's not related to this video, please go ahead and ask me. And if you also want to talk to me personally, you can reach out to me on my email, which I'll be dropping on the link below, Zenijay Unscripted. And you can follow me on Instagram also. I'll be dropping the link on the description box too. And just reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer all your questions and to walk you through as much as I can, okay? All right, thank you so much guys for watching and for sticking with me to the end of this video. It was a pleasure. All right, do have a great week ahead. See you all in my next video. Bye.